Former Vice President Joe Biden sitting down with our own John Harwood in a wide-ranging interview, speaking out on tariffs, the wealth tax, and a lot more. John is live from Iowa. He's got some of the highlights from that interview. John.
David, even with today's strong jobs number, there's still a lot of concern about the effect of that China trade war that Trump is conducting on the economy. When I asked Joe Biden about that, he said some of those tariffs will come off if he's elected, but some won't.
Those tariffs come off in terms of farmers, but other tariffs may go on in terms of the violation of the stealing of intellectual property, the violating WTO rules, World Trade Organization.
So for all the people saying that the tariffs are creating uncertainty and harming the economy, you think some of them are justified?
Well, for example, steel dumping is justified. It's justified. Excessive steel, they dump it at a lower cost. It is, in fact, designed to drive down our steel market and our steel production. But the idea of us making the farmer pay for what they've worked like hell to do, provide and have a market in China, makes no sense. It's not about the deficit. What it's about is what they're doing unfairly to change world trade rules.
Now, of course, a big concern of Wall Street is also the wealth taxes that other Democratic candidates are proposing. Joe Biden is not for a wealth tax, and he explained why, but he is for a financial transaction tax.
Is there certain things that you have to right the market a little bit here, and the market is that if you have all of the tax breaks, essentially all the tax breaks, all of the benefits flowing to the top 0.1%. There's never been as great a concentration of wealth, including going back to the Great Depression.
Right.
Ever. And so one of the things that worries me most about that, John, is not just the political, the economic impact on people who are hard. The middle class is getting killed.
Treasury Secretary Mnuchin today said that he opposed a financial transaction tax, which some in the race have supported, because it would destroy financial markets. Is that why you've rejected that idea?
No, I still think we should do that. That doesn't raise the kind of money. I think we should have a financial transaction tax.
And guys, Joe Biden also renounced his past support for a balanced budget amendment, saying that conditions have changed. He said it's likely that the next American president will inherit a recession, guys.
John, I'm curious, has any candidate ever won by proposing $1 trillion or more in tax increases? I mean, is this something that you think in 2020 will poll well, will work with voters?
Yes. Tax increases on wealthy Americans are very popular if you look at the polling. Of course, Barack Obama was elected in 2008 proposing higher taxes on the wealthy. Bill Clinton was elected in 1992 proposing higher taxes on the wealthy. So taxes on the scale that Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren are talking about, I'm not sure about that. But if you ask the ordinary American whether taxes should go up on millionaires, for example, the numbers are very strong in favor of that.
John, this financial transactions tax that Biden seemed to say he would support, any details on that? I know Sanders has one that's fairly, some would say, draconian if it were to actually happen. Any details from Biden?
No, and it was interesting. The reason I asked him the question off of Secretary Mnuchin's statement yesterday was that in the tax plan that he has put out over time, and he summarized it in a white paper earlier this week, he did not include the financial transaction tax. And there had been discussion that he would include one. So I asked him if he had rejected the idea, and he said, no, I haven't. It's going to come later. But he has not offered a specific proposal yet.